Hey guys, it's time to do a full review of the BlackBerry DTEK60 smartphone, basically discussing everything you need to know about this phone and should you buy it or not. So first off, if you discuss the price here, this is costing around $500 and $550 in between that price, and basically where I live it is costing a bit more, around $620, $630. So yeah, it's an expensive phone and it has some good specs, but the design is basically the same as the Alcatel Idol 4S. So if you don't know, this is the Alcatel Idol 4S. You can notice that it's the same phone, and BlackBerry, they did some like a deal with Alcatel and they made the same phone and just changed the logo. So if you are interested in just its build quality, then you can buy the Alcatel Idol 4S, and that phone cost around $349 and going really cheap, so you're gonna save a lot of money. But anyways, we're gonna talk about the DTEK60 here. Now if we start off with the build quality, you can see we have glass build and it is basically in a metal case. So there are front stereo speakers, which is great. They're pretty loud, but not as good as the iPhone 7 Plus in my experience. And you got the power button at the top left area, which is a bit different compared to the other phones. Like for example, I have the Pixel XL here, and pretty much every phone that I have used this year from different companies, they all have power button on the right, but this one has it on the left, and this can get some time to get used to. May feel different, but in place of the power button, you basically got this convenience key, which basically is a button that you can set like custom actions to it. Like for example, I have the custom action to launch camera. So if I press it, it quickly launches the camera. So you can change that in the settings. Obviously, I'll be doing a full setup and tips and trick video. We'll be talking about that in detail. So you got the volume rocker here. You got USB Type-C down below, and on the top you got the 3.5mm headphone jack. So that is what we have with the device as far as the build goes. So back we got 21 megapixel camera, which is a bit bulging out a bit, and then we have the fingerprint sensor so you can unlock it, so which is also decent. Like I'm not gonna say that it's like super fast, but yeah, it's decent. And if we unlock the phone, we see a 5.5-inch 1440p display. Now this is a good display, AMOLED quality, I have to say. Colors and everything, they look really sharp. And the display, no problem with the display. Outdoor visibility is also pretty nice. Under the hood we get Snapdragon 820 plus 4 gigs of RAM. That is more than enough for having a smooth experience for a longer period of time. Like in my testing, the Snapdragon 820 processor is really fast, and it is in most of the flagship phones like the Galaxy S7, the LG G5, and the HTC 10, etc. So basically it's a good processor, and you should be able to have a lag-free experience from this phone. And let's talk about the software. Now this is BlackBerry's own skin. Like it does have their BlackBerry things like BlackBerry applications, and also they added like some cool things like shortcuts. Like you swipe here, we have a full home screen for the shortcuts. So these are just quick actions. If I quickly zoom in, you can see we got the add task, add note. You can compose text, compose BBM, which is of course their BBM application. You can also check the battery level. So these are basically the quick shortcuts we have. And also on the home screen, the applications that we have here, for example, this one, Play Store, there are like 3 dots below them, which means that if you swipe them like this, it's gonna open up the widgets panel. If we do it with the Messenger, it's gonna give you some same thing for this. So that is a good thing. Not works with every application, but with some, you can see the 3 dots. And also, if you hold down the screen, it's gonna give you 4 options. You can have icon packs, widgets, wallpaper settings. It is overall close to stock, especially if you look at the quick setting area and the main settings. So I don't know if they're gonna update this phone to 7.0 Nougat. There is no news at the moment, but yeah, if they do, then it will still be very close to stock, so that is a good thing. So we do have on-screen navigation bar buttons here on this device, and when you swipe like this, you get basically 3 shortcuts. So And we have a dedicated option here for this setting. This is called as swipe shortcut. So basically you can have any application or any quick shortcut with this swipe shortcut thing. So that is going to be a really good fast way to, get things done. Convenience key. This is the convenience key that I talked about. So you can do the same. You can assign some shortcuts. You can, send a text message. So basically you got all your available actions, so that is great. For example, I've set the camera, that is good. If you look at the app drawer, you can see we got 3 tabs like apps, widgets, and as well as shortcuts. So overall, they have done a great job with the software, giving you a stock looking UI, and they have added some couple of their own neat features there. So I have to say that software is good. And if we talk about the camera now, this is where things get really bad for this phone. Like I'm gonna be really honest with you that this camera can produce like good photos outdoor, but in comparison to the competition like Galaxy S7, it is nowhere near that. I mean, the camera quality is nowhere near the performance of the Galaxy S7 or Google Pixel XL or the iPhone 7 Plus. So it's just not good at all in comparison to those phones. The camera UI is obviously giving you guys like all the features that you need: slow motion video, HDR. You can have manual mode for all your settings. You can control exposure. You can shoot up to 4K. So overall picture quality is, like I said, on any phone you can expect good quality outdoor. Of course, you're spending $500+ on this one, but when it comes to low light, it doesn't perform that good. And like I said, it is nowhere near the performance of top end phones like Pixel XL or Galaxy S7 or other phones. So if we talk about the battery life of this phone, we are getting a 3000 milliampere cell, and based on my testing here, you can expect around 1 day of usage out of this phone without any problem. It does support fast charging, so that is great. And I'll be doing a separate video for the battery life testing, really soon, and I'll be doing another review after 1 week to give you guys more insight. Now, if you think a 1440p display plus Snapdragon 820 and 4 GB of RAM is really awesome stuff and worth your money, then you should go for LG G5. This phone is getting really cheap nowadays. I remember when it first came out, it had like $600 price, and now it is down to like 400 something. So it's a great value, and the camera is awesome, one of the best of 2016. I love the vibrant colors out of this camera. Basically, BlackBerry is trying hard to come back to the smartphone world, but really in real truth, in all honesty, they're really far away from the competition. Like, these phones are providing a lot more compared to what they have with their DTEK60. And the only reason to buy this phone is basically if you are like a BlackBerry fan and you really love and trust their services, their privacy services that they have, which basically sounds really boring to me. But I mean, no offense, like if you are a BlackBerry fan, like if you like their phone, if you have used the BlackBerry phone in the past and you just want to try out something different, then you can give this phone a try. But really, the main thing why people are kind of pissed off is that this phone looks the same as the Alcatel Idol 4S. Like, they have done the agreement and they didn't provide any new value with this phone as far as the build goes. So I mean, yeah, again, it is like it's a phone for those who are BlackBerry fans. But really, for my subscriber, if I give you guys my honest opinion, honest advice, is that it would be more better if you spend more money and buy like Galaxy S7 or iPhone 7 Plus or Google Pixel, or even if you spend less and buy the LG G5, you're gonna get same thing, 1440p display, 4 GB of RAM, Snapdragon 820, but you're gonna get a better camera as well as a real build quality, like the build quality that is real from a company. Like, this is LG's build quality, this is Galaxy S7, Samsung's build quality. Like, this is not their build quality, this is Alcatel work. This is Alcatel's hard work. So they just slapped their logo on the back. So I gotta be really honest with you guys. As I said, there are a lot of other good options available. Obviously, if you are in US, you know that OnePlus 3T is now available, which is also a pretty good phone to buy. So yeah, I'll be doing some speed test videos to really see how it stacks up against the S7 other phones as far as the speed goes. And you can also watch a gaming review if you want to see the performance. And yeah, that's it for this video. See you guys in the next one. Peace.